So, for our first topic, Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown was announced. Now, it's going to be called Virtua Fighter Esports in Japan, I believe, but for the rest of the world, especially over in the West, it's going to actually be called Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. So, one of the cool things about this game is that not only with the updated graphics and things of that nature, you can actually set it into a mode where you can go play it in the old school pixelated, looking like you're playing on the old Bat Macintosh computer that you can like play the game in and stuff like that. But one of the downfalls that we heard is there will be no rollback netcode. So that's kind of disappointing, which is self-explanatory in the time that we're in now. So we'll go ahead and hand it over to the panel, starting with Virtual Fighter's biggest fan, Mr. Gaming Lift. What do you feel about this?
So my first thought was that this was gonna be like a totally new Virtua Fighter. That was my first initial thought.
Same.
And then when I found out that it was just Ultimate Showdown remastered, pretty much, I was like, I guess that's cool. I mean, the new visuals are kind of dope. I don't, it's it's not quite like on the level of Tekken, I would say, but it's definitely an improvement on the visuals. Just like the texture, the skin, the characters look. The original version of Ultimate Showdown had like a almost like the shiny kind of look to them, but they look more like realistic in this one, which is actually a lot better. Yeah. So here's my thing with it being the Virtual Fighter esports in Japan, like, and not having rollback, like, I, well, I guess because that's the day and age we're in right now, with a lot of stuff being online. I would think that rollback would have been one of the first things that they would have thought to do for the game. I don't know. But I guess maybe at the time that they made the game, they were thinking like, well, everything's gonna be opened up, so we're just gonna play this game offline. So I don't know like when this game came into development, but I think we first heard about this last year, if I'm not mistaken, maybe last year or sometime. It wasn't too long ago. Um,
Yeah.
so I would think that in the environment that we're in now, with a lot of stuff being online, that rollback would have been a great idea to implement into this game. And I mean, with Sega, I don't know if Sega's struggling necessarily. I mean, I think the Yakuza series is pretty successful in terms of like their revenue and stuff. So I wouldn't think that adding rollback would have been too much of a problem. But the fact that it doesn't have an updated online from the original, I didn't play Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown, so I don't know how the netcode was for that. But I mean, if I just hate to say it, but if the net code is not good for it, then that's gonna be a big thing holding the game back, honestly. And especially if they're trying to make this like I'm assuming the esports is dubbed, so this is supposed to be like, oh, this game is gonna be the one that comes in. This is gonna be the tournament scene Virtua Fighter. And I think even when things do open back up, there's still stuff they hold online, like the NA, all these different regional like MK things on PlayStation 4. So I think you still need to have like that decent internet. Like, what else like features does the game have? Does it have anything else besides just the playing against people? Like, what else is it they're gonna offer? So that's also another big question. And like I said, with the term esports, that means that apparently the focus is gonna be playing people competitively. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Virtua Fighter fan, but it does come out on PS Plus if you have the subscription for free, and that's next month. So we'll be able to try the game out. So I will try the game out and see how it is. So that's a good move, I think, on Sega's part. The fact that it's actually going to be free with the PS Plus subscription, so you can try the game out, risk free, pretty much. And I hope the game does well, even though I'm not a fan of the game. I hope it does well. But we'll just have to see. But I do think my biggest issue right now is just that, and a lot of people have been talking about it on Twitter. It's been a big debate. Is it gonna have rollback, this, that, and third? It's a lot of stuff going on, but I think in this day and age, you have to look at the plus side of having rollback. And then some people say some games that have rollback still have bad in that code. So I don't know. Hopefully the game comes out not too far away from it. So we'll try it out and see what's going on. Some Virtua Fighter Ultimate Showdown remastered, whatever, esports, whatever it's called.
So I've actually played Virtual Fighter 5 before. It was I played it back when I got it on 360 years ago, a few years ago when they had it for free on Xbox Gold. And then I didn't really play it too much after that because nobody I knew was really playing it. Then recently, about a few weeks ago, one of my buddies recommended I play it, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I tried it out, and I enjoy it. I play as Jeffrey McWild, and but it's basically my buddy's like, yeah, it's basically you in a fighting game, and I was like, oh, okay, why not? And I'm like, yeah, this guy's kind of ridiculous. So that's who I will be playing when the game comes out. As far as the net code is concerned, yeah, it not having rollback. I, so my first experience with rollback was playing Third Strike Online, and I don't remember it being great. Like it's like the implementation of rollback on that particular game was not very good. So that was my first exposure to it. So as far as I'm concerned, like rollback, I mean, it's cool, but it's all about the implementation. So if there was rollback in the game, it's good, but if they didn't implement it properly, then it wouldn't be so great, right? So, I mean, I'd rather have decent delay-based netcode as opposed to like badly implemented rollback. You know what I mean? So we'll see how they actually did with the delay-based netcode in this game. Hopefully, they did it well enough that it's not a huge problem. So other than that, yeah, I'm kind of excited because like by the time I started playing Virtua Fighter 5, there was nobody playing online. Like a few weeks ago, there's nobody. There's no way to play people. Nobody's playing that game, at least as far as I know. So it's going to be kind of nice to be able to go online and actually, see kind of a resurgence of the game a little bit and have people going on making new videos, people making new content for the game. So maybe, I can maybe take some time to learn some of the characters a little bit more. I play like Jeffrey McWild. I played Brad. I played Go. I think I tried out, what was her name? I think Vanessa, I think. I've tried out a couple characters in the game. So I'm looking forward to like more content coming out so I can maybe delve a little bit deeper into the game. But as far as the netcode is concerned, I'm kind of sitting back and holding my breath, hoping that they've implemented the delay-based netcode properly so we don't have that many problems.